Hi everyone, today we're going to be going through how we can create a scatter chart, and within that scatter chart have a highlighted point. So whichever point the user selects, that will be the point on the chart that highlights. So if I select team 19 for example, then the point that relates to team 19 highlights. So yeah, let's go ahead and see how we can do this. The data that we have is for a call center, totally made up. We've got teams, we've got number of calls that each team is making, and we've got a quality score from for those calls. So this is a perfect data set to be shown in a scatter chart. So the way you make a scatter chart is don't add in any of the rows or the columns, but just purely the numbers bit here. So C8 to D8 to row 37, highlight that, insert scatter, and that scatter chart here. I'm going to resize that, get rid of the grid lines, delete, select, delete. The axis I'm going to change so it starts from maybe 60%. Yeah, that's better. I'm going to have the axis to be every 10%. Yep. And I'm going to add axis titles. For the y-axis, I'm going to go into the formula bar and type in equals, and I want quality score, cell D7, press enter. For the x-axis, again, formula bar equals, and I want number of calls, C7, enter. I'll make that font larger, maybe 11 and bold, and I'll copy that format to the y-axis as well. Good, here's our scatter chart. I'm going to delete the title and delete the outline as well. So for these points, I'm going to right click and go into format data series, and in this like bucket of paint icon, I'm going to go into marker. Under marker option, I want built-in, size 5 or 6 is fine. And I'm going to select a light gray for this and a dark gray for the border. Yeah, that looks better. The next bit is to add in the user selection cell, so Alt-A-V-V to get the data validation list up. Select list, and the list we want is the team names. Press OK. Hopefully now we can select the teams, good. In here we want to X lookup the result, so X lookup that team within this array and bring me back this range for the answer. Yeah, that looks good. 643 for team 4, 643, yep. I need to set up some helper columns, so next to the data I'm going to set up 2 helper columns, and I'm going to call the first one X and the next one Y. And basically this is for setting up an extra series to highlight the result that we've chosen. The formula I want in here is equals if the user selection, and I'm going to press F4 to lock that cell, equals team 1, and I'm going to lock this to the column B, but let the row be relative. So if that equals that, then give me the number of calls. Otherwise, give me NA. So this NA is a function that outputs an error. Then I'm going to close the final bracket of the if. And if it comes up as #NA, that's probably right. We're going to copy that down, and hopefully it outputs one result with a number and the rest are just NAs. So I want to do the same thing for column Y, drag across, go into the formula bar, and yeah, actually that's the right formula, and then copy that down, Perfect. Now we can go into select data, add a series. The series name is going to be that cell, N5, and then the X is going to be that column, and the Y is going to be this column. Press OK. Press OK. So hopefully one of the points, like highlights, if you can't see which point we just made, it's that one on our example, but maybe on your example it won't be so easy to see. Then highlight the chart and go into format up here, and on the left hand side click the series with the name of the selected cell. So we've selected team 4, so try and find the series for the selection that you've made, and that will highlight that particular point. We want to right click on that point, go into format data series, go into this bucket thing again, go into marker. So this is going to be our highlighted cell. So under marker options, go into built-in, circle's fine, make this bigger than the rest, so maybe 12. Under the fill, pick a color and make it a light version of that color, so maybe light blue. And then under border, solid line, and make it a darker version of that color. So I've got dark blue here, and maybe the width could be 1.522. Yeah, there we are. So now whenever we select a different team, a different point should highlight. While we're here, I'm going to add a data label. So I'm going to click that, then go into this arrow and go into more options. And instead of the actual value, I just want series name, and I can untick all the other options that it's automatically provided me. X out of that, and under home, I want this to be a bigger font, maybe 11. I want it to be bold, and let it be the same color as the blob itself. Perfect. So now hopefully when we change our selection, it will highlight the particular team that we've selected. So team 19, they've got a low amount of calls, but they've got a high quality result. So is that right? 256 and 95. Yep, it is 256 and 95. Just little bits to tidy up now. Hide these helper columns. Yeah, so before you hide it, actually go into select data. You might have noticed by hiding it, the new series has disappeared. Right click, select data, and under this option, hidden and empty cells, you want to tick that show data in hidden rows and columns. Press OK, press OK. Yeah, we're back to where we were. So yeah, there we have it. Now we have an interactive scatter chart where the user can select their team. For example, a stakeholder can select their team, and they'll know where they fall upon the chart in terms of quality and number of calls. So I hope you enjoyed that tutorial, and you get the chance to implement this in your dashboard and reports. Leave me a comment if you liked this this trick, and until next time, goodbye.